Iran will be only counting its dead and burying its dead. इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं करेंगे मुल्ला regime. And they will put a political pressure on the mullah regime. So what will they do? आप देखेंगे, ये देखेंगे कि इजिप्ट कहाँ जा रहा है, ये देखेंगे कतर क्या कर रहा है, ये देखेंगे मेरे बाकी पार्टनर्स की लॉयल्टी कहाँ है, और जो आने वाली मिडिल ईस्ट स्ट्रैटेजी है ट्रम्प की, this will be determined from this outcome. So he will exactly know who is with me and who is not with me. He's putting them in a catch-22 situation. If you're with me, I'll figure it out. If you're not with me, I'll figure it out. तो इस सब के बाद Trump has to reduce Middle East strategy. तब तक you have to replenish your THAAD batteries, you have to replenish your Patriot batteries. क्योंकि मैं आपको बार-बार कह रहा हूँ, ईरान का कोई मिसाइल तो है जो बार-बार आयरन ड्रोम और एरो हेड को स्पार करके हिट कर रहा है. There is some missile, so Israel needs to figure out that missile. जो टेली शिव नाम की जगह थी, a residential building was hit, जिसमें काफी लोग बेचारे सो रहे थे. It's feared there might be a lot of casualties there. I hope and pray it doesn't happen. मैं भगवान से ये प्रार्थना करूँगा ये ना हो. तो ये और इजराइल की एक रेड लाइन है. इजराइल की एक रेड लाइन है, अगर मेरे सिविलियन मारे गए मैं किसी की नहीं सुनूंगा. बेंजामिन नेतन्याहू ट्रम्प की भी नहीं सुनेंगे. बट मेरा इंटेल कहता है, मेरे सोर्सेस कहते हैं कि अभी they need some time to recalibrate and to kind of prepare for a bigger war. So basically, what happens, whatever happens, the fire is not exhausted. The fire is simmering. The fire is not exhausted. The fire is simmering and it's simmering and it's simmering and it's simmering. It will lead to a much bigger problem in the future. And when Iran will get ultimately desperate and if they get hands on something, then there will be a situation which will go beyond control. There will be a time diplomacy will not be trusted. There will be a time diplomacy will be buried. There will be a time when nobody will trust anybody. There will be a time you will be on my side or you're on their side, which is almost happening now. And there will be a time only the powerful will survive. There will be a time only power can ensure peace. Whoever will have the power will have the peace. If you don't have the power, don't expect the peace to be at your liberty or at your service. There's a very clear message Trump is doing. So Trump is playing his cards very well. So Trump has helped Israel. Trump has helped and for his MAGA audience, he's the greatest man. And for 79% of the Americans, he wanted to dismantle Iran nuclear capacity, but they didn't want him to get into a war. So what did he do? He said, okay, ceasefire. Now, if the ceasefire is broken, now if American bases are hit, and God forbid if an American soldier, a couple of them die, then that same audience will go and now blast the mullahs and go and get rid of them. But the problem with Iran is they have to be doing something. If they don't do something, they will lose power. And they know their rival, Israel, is not going to sit. Israel is going to use every second, every microsecond of this time to arm themselves to get prepared for a next conflict. Because Benjamin Netanyahu की चीज में दो चीजें खत्म नहीं हुई है. Nuclear is almost over, missile arsenal is almost over, but regime change and the proxies. So Israel, take my word, will do everything to provoke proxies. They want proxies to start because they don't want to fight everybody together. Ceasefire with Iran, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, do hafta maximum. In the meanwhile, settle proxies. Once the proxies are settled, dismantle Houthis are dismantled, and then Americans, whatever they have to do to make sure Strait of Hormuz is not blocked. And this is a good relief because oil markets were sinking, aapke bonds were sinking, markets were getting negative. So markets have got a good piece of news. Oh, war is averted, घंटा ceasefire नहीं होगा. So अगर आपको शेयर में पैसा लगाना, don't think that आप उड़ गया है. ये 4 दिन की चांद नहीं है, ज्यादा दिन चलेगी नहीं. So be careful with that. So ये markets wanted that good news. Market wanted that to bounce back. So markets have bounced back. America is the good boy. Trump is the good boy. Markets got that leave. So they will have a window. Go have a window for next 15 days. Stock your oil supplies. Do whatever you want to do. And that is it. जैसे इंडिया के शोरों पे I think there is 1 लाख टन या कुछ बासमती राइस रेडी है जिसको जाना था भाई कहाँ जाना था ईरान. अब वो हमारे पोर्टों पे पड़ा क्योंकि ये रास्ता बंद है. तो ये 10-15 दिन में जिसको जो करना है कर लो. Whatever you want to settle. Alternate route, this route, that route, do it. But ultimately, it is fire which is simmering. And this time when it comes, it's like a cancer. They say if the cancer comes next time, it is much powerful. It's much bigger. It's much stronger. So when it comes next time, it will be much powerful, much ruthless, and much bigger. और सबसे बड़ी problem क्या है? By this time, both the parties would have understood each other's tactics. I think if Agarachi is not a fool, which I believe he is not, he would have understood by this time what is the game being played. He will understand what is being played. He is going to tell whoever his bosses are, live or dead. Okay, to talk to dead, you need to be dead. I'm not wishing him death, by the way. I'm saying whoever are alive still. So, he will go and tell them, this is what the game plan is. This is what they are going to do. and still Israel will continue doing preemptive strikes. They will avoid Iran for some time, but कुछ दिन बाद ईरान में भी करेंगे, सीरिया लेबनान में धमाके ठोकेंगे, और जो जो उनको थ्रेट लगा कहीं पे भी, they'll go and start eliminating them one by one. So Israel will use this time to clear Lebanon, to clear Syria, to clear all the Irani assets which have been moved of human assets and strategic assets which have been moved out of Iran and kept in the surrounding countries or safer places within. They will keep on doing the targeted strikes because Israeli military believes in preventive action, not retrospective action. तो ये सब कार्रवाई चलती रहेगी, ये सब कार्रवाई चलती रहेंगी. They're not going to stop. In the meanwhile, they'll replenish themselves. So by the time the next phase comes, they will be almost settled with those regional chota-mota threats. Or America has to also beef up its defenses. क्योंकि याद करिए वो they were this क्या नाम है उनका, I forget, Tayyab Hezbollah or something. They were already planning attacks on American bases. कल American bases पे मोटार फायर भी हुआ. मोटार फायर तो ईरान ने नहीं किया ना. ईरान can't fire a mortar from so far. तो मोटार फायर अगर हुआ तो लोकल जगह पे हुआ. So they all need time to replenish. They all need time to get ready. And Trump has done the narrative management. Trump has done the media management. Trump has done the perception management. Trump has done the image management. And the people who are really shitting in their pants are the mullah regime of Iran. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to counter. And they know this ceasefire is gross advantage to Israel and America. अब बोलोगे चाइना हथियार भेजेगा. चाइना को भी तो माल चाहिए ना हथियार भेजने के लिए, और हथियार आर नॉट रेडी इन 15 days. ये 15 दिन का गेम है. 15 दिन, 3 हफ्ते, up to 2 to 3 weeks maximum. My assumption is 2 weeks. You can take 1 week more here and there. 2 weeks का window. So it's a 2 weeks window to replenish yourself, to get back to business and get faster. And by that time, you would have cut all the weeds. All the weed plucking would have been done. Weeds would have been out. Now you'll be again focusing on the main target. And imagine a situation in this, you come to know Khamenei is dead. And if the Khamenei is dead, who's the next person in leader? Perfect turmoil. Perfect fighting within, power struggles, palace intrigue. You can imagine all the shit cutting going loose. And in the meanwhile, you start doing what you're good at. Pick, eliminate, choose. Pick, eliminate, choose. Pick, choose, and eliminate what Israelis will do. And the only stumbling block will they be able to provoke these Houthis and Hezbollah to do something? They will. You have to bomb a lot in in Syria, and you will bomb a lot in Lebanon. So they will be provoked. So IDF's next missions will be limited in Iran. They'll be more directed towards Syria and Lebanon. And ultimately, there will be a day you will come, Houthis have been bombed again. Houthis have been dismantled again. So then America will say, we ensure that the Strait of Hormuz will not close. Strait of Hormuz close nahi hogi, you can do business as usual, and we'll make sure free navigation without taking casualties, without taking minimalistic body bags. There will be some without taking body bags, and that's how America is going to play the game. So इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ, it's not a ceasefire, it's a strategy. It's a very well crafted strategy, and Americans are playing smart, which I like. And the people who are going to pay all or face all the brunt is from Islamic Republic of Iran and Khamenei's boys. They're going to face all the brunt. I don't know Khamenei is dead or alive. Internally, Benjamin Netanyahu and Israel cuts and all, they are preparing for a bigger war. They're getting ready with it. And in the meantime, you all need these respites to get your things back in order. Trump has managed both the sides of the coin. Trump was the aggressor, Trump is the peacemaker, and Trump will be the retaliator now. Because अब तो retaliation करना ना, if you hit us now, we have to do the retaliation. And then the same American people who are telling you, are pulling American to say, no, Mr. Trump, go and retaliate. American interests are hurt. So exactly, Trump will say, okay, I'm the retaliator now because I am going to retaliate. This is what America is about. I'll retaliate because American interests are hurt. मैंने आपको कल भी बताया, they cannot close Strait of Hormuz. It's impossible. But there is one red line here. One big red line here. Dimona. I have intel. Somebody told me that there's a talk about Dimona. If Dimona is hit, you can't control Benjamin Netanyahu after that. After that, you can't control Benjamin Netanyahu. वो किसी की नहीं सुनेगा. Beyond that, he's not going to listen to anybody. जब वो सुनेगा नहीं, वो वही करेगा, फिर इसको चाहेगा. Then the things can really go fast. Or if there's an assassination attempt on Trump, if there's an assassination attempt on Benjamin